It was a bright and sunny day as 5 people were walking down a road. Those 5 people were the 4 members of Team 7 and their client. They were walking in a diamond formation with Naruto in front, Sasuke on the left, Sakura on the right, Kakashi trailing behind, and Tazuna, the client, in the middle of the formation. It had been a day since leaving the village to begin their first C rank. Normally the trip to Wave would be less than a day, but with Tazuna being a civilian, they had to travel at his pace. The group walked in relative peace and silence until Naruto tripped a bit. After a light chuckle at Naruto's misfortune, Sakura posed a question. "Tazuna-san, you're from Wave Country, right?" After a grumble of, "What about it?" from him, Sakura turned to Kakashi and asked, "Kakashi-sensei, do they have ninjas in Wave Country?" "No, not in Wave Country. Though their culture and customs differ, hidden villages do exist, and as such, other ninjas as well," said Kakashi as he patted Sakura's head, messing up her perfectly groomed hair. "Don't worry, there isn't any ninja combat on a C-rank mission." As the group walked past a puddle in the road, Sakura visibly relaxed upon hearing that. She may have gotten stronger and better as a ninja, but she was still a little scared to face an enemy ninja. Her relaxed state changed immediately when she heard "one down." Upon hearing those words, everyone, except a captured Kakashi, turned around to watch Kakashi be torn to shreds by 2 other ninjas, those 2 being the demon brothers Gozu and Meizu. Both of them had shoulder-length brown hair and dark eyes. They both wore a rebreather and poisonous gauntlet on one arm. They looked the same except Gozu had a single horn on his forehead protector and a cape, while Meizu had 2 horns and shaggy hair. The demon brothers, upon seeing the shocked states of the genin, took that moment to charge for the closet one, who was the blonde kid. However, when tying him up like the first ninja, they didn't notice the smirk on his face. "2 down," said the brothers, who became shocked when the kid shifted into mud as they tore him apart. "Kawarimi, replacement," thought Gozu and Meizu as they suddenly started feeling hotter. They looked up to see the biggest fireball either brother had ever seen come falling from the sky. The heat from it was intense and it almost seemed unreal. "Genjutsu," thought Meizu as he dispelled the illusion. Upon canceling the illusion, they failed to notice that a kunai pinned their chain to a tree. Shortly after dispelling the genjutsu, Gozu received a harsh kick from the blonde, while Meizu received one from the dark-haired kid, sending them in opposite directions, snapping their chain. Despite the kicks, the brothers recovered fast enough and decided to take out their target as fast as possible and set off to deal with him. They met with the pink-haired girl and their target of Tazuna. However, when striking the 2, they were just clones, duped by some brat. Before anyone could move, Kakashi appeared and had gotten both Gozu and Meizu trapped under each arm. "Great job, team, you all handled that perfectly. Nice, Megan." Jigoka no Jutsu, demonic illusion. Descending hell technique, Naruto. Sasuke, excellent work on breaking their chains with that kunai. And Sakura, way to get the VIP out of harm's way and even trick the enemy. Great work, my cute little genin. "Tazuna, we need to talk," said Kakashi as he tied Gozu and Meizu to a tree that Sakura and Tazuna had come out from behind. "These are Chunin-level mist ninjas," said Kakashi before Gozu interrupted him. "How did you react so well to us?" asked Gozu. "My team and I could have killed you immediately as we knew you were there for a while. First of all, Naruto, the blonde, is a censor. When he tripped, he secretly signaled to us where you were. And even if Naruto wasn't, it hadn't rained in days. So on a nice day like this, there wouldn't be a puddle on the ground," said Kakashi as he leveled a one-eyed glare at Tazuna. "We didn't kill them because I wanted to find out their target. Care to explain why 2 Chunin are trying to kill you? Our mission dictates protecting you from thugs and thieves. Ninjas are a B-rank mission at least. Looks like we'll have to return home. This mission is out of our scope," finished Kakashi as he walked over to his team. "Wait," said Tazuna in a pleading voice. "I'm sorry I deceived you all, but I had no other way to get protection. Our country is very poor and as a result, I can't pay for anything over a C rank. As I said before, I'm a bridge builder who's now building a bridge that'll connect Wave to the mainland. Because that'll keep us away from the shipping industry's monopoly and Gato. Gato is an evil man who has a stranglehold on the economy of Wave by controlling the shipping industry and raising costs for those trying to move products. He makes life hell for anyone in Wave because of it. Please, I beg of you, please help me, because, without that bridge, things will only get worse. Kakashi looked indifferent at Tezuna's plea. Sasuke and Sakura felt bad for him, but Kakashi-sensei did say it was too difficult for them. Naruto was sobbing anime tears after Tezuna's plea. Naruto couldn't help it. The other 3 members of Team 7 had gotten used to Naruto's affliction. He was a sucker for sob stories and even Kakashi's excuses for being late. How is Naruto so strong? Thought Sasuke as he looked at Naruto crying his eyes out. Before Kakashi could stop him, Naruto spoke with conviction when he said, "Don't worry, old man, we'll continue the mission. We'll kick Gato's ass, save your country, and look awesome while doing it, or my name's not Naruto." Tezuna looked hopeful after hearing Naruto speak. Kakashi just let out a sigh. They could have gone home and done something else. But since Sasuke and Sakura looked more into continuing, he kinda had to go now. "Well, it seems we are going, but I expect full payment when you get the necessary funds for whatever the mission ends up being, understood?" said Kakashi to Tezuna. After a thank you and a yes from Tezuna, Team 7 continued their now B-rank mission. Several hours later, Team 7 and Tezuna had finally hit the home stretch of their journey. After crossing a huge body of water and Tezuna's slightly built bridge, they were nearing Tezuna's house. However, Naruto sensed a presence to the left and immediately flung a kunai directed toward it. Kakashi, who had felt the same thing, went to investigate. Upon noticing a snow rabbit, Sakura hounded Naruto for almost killing the cutest rabbit ever. Naruto immediately fell into a depression from Sakura's scolding. While that was going on, Kakashi realized that the bunny was a replacement and was on high alert. "Get down!" said Kakashi as Naruto grabbed Sakura before ducking. Sasuke grabbed Tezuna and brought him to the ground as Kakashi ducked his head. Had they have been a second late, a large spinning sword would have cut them in half. The sword continued over their heads as it smashed into a tree. Suddenly, a man appeared standing on the handle of the sword, looking down on the group. This man was tall and had a muscular frame with pale skin. He had short, spiky black hair, brown eyes, and small eyebrows. Bandages covered the lower half of his face like a mask. He wore his forehead protector sideways around his head and was shirtless with only a belt around his chest that held his sword on his back. He also was wearing baggy pants with the striped pattern typical of Kirigakure and mimetic wrist warmers extending up to his elbows, with matching leg warmers. The man then spoke. No wonder the Demon Brothers failed. They were facing the copy ninja, Kakashi Hatake, also known as Sharingan no Kakashi.
Sharingan no Kakashi?
Does that mean? Thought Sasuke as he saw Kakashi stand up. Zabuza Momochi, also known as the Kirigakure no Kijin, Demon of the Hidden Mist, said Kakashi as if he was uninterested in him. "Well, I have to ask. What do you want?" "Nothing too big, just the old man's head. If you give him up, I won't kill you all," said Zabuza with an equally as carefree tone. Kakashi rose a hand to his forehead protector as he said, "Protect the bridge builder with your lives. Form a manji formation around him and don't join this fight as it's out of your league. He's a jonin just like me." Finished Kakashi as he team did as instructed with Naruto in front, Sasuke on his left, and Sakura on the right. "I believe I'll need to use this against you," said Kakashi as he lifted his forehead protector to show a 3-tomo Sharingan in his left eye. This got varied reactions. Sakura was wondering if Kakashi was an Uchiha. Naruto's deduced that Kakashi had it all along since he could give tips to Sasuke about it and wasn't shocked at the revelation. Sasuke was an internal wreck. How did Kakashi acquire a Sharingan? He was no Uchiha. He shouldn't have that it's a birthright. Sasuke had some questions for Kakashi. "Oh, the Sharingan so soon. I'm honored." "Well, let's get to this," said Zabuza as he vanished to appear on top of the lake with his huge sword in tow. He landed with his left hand extended upwards while holding a half-ram seal with his right hand. "Kirigakure no Jutsu, hidden in the mist technique," said Zabuza as a heavy mist blanketed the area. The mist was so thick that it hid Kakashi from his genin. 8 choices: liver, lungs, spine, jugular vein, carotid artery, brain, kidneys, or heart. Which do you want to die by? Said Zabuza with a disembodied voice that seemed to come from every direction. Everyone in the area immediately reacted to Zabuza's killing intent as it placated the area. Tazuna nearly crapped himself. He was Zabuza's direct target and only a civilian, not trained to handle fear like a ninja would be able to. Sakura grew scared out of her mind but believed that Kakashi-sensei would save them. Naruto seemed calm on the outside, but inwardly he was sweating slightly. Sasuke seemed the most panicked. Zabuza's killing intent brought back memories of Itachi and that night. He even pulled out a kunai to end it before Zabuza got the chance. "Don't worry, Sasuke," said Kakashi with an eye smile as he put his hands in the ram seal and a shroud of blue chakra surrounded him. That maneuver cleared the area around him in a 15-foot diameter, clearing the mist from his team so they could see him. "I promise to protect you guys with my life. Nothing bad will happen. Sure about that?" questioned Zabuza in the middle of the Manji formation. He was ready to sever all the heads of everyone in the formation until Kakashi immediately stopped him with a kunai to the stomach. Zabuza became shocked for a second until he turned into water. "Mizu Bunshin, water clone?" thought Kakashi in a panic as Zabuza appeared behind him and promptly sliced him half. Zabuza's grinning face didn't last long as he realized he sliced a Mizu Bunshin. "It's over," said Kakashi as he readied to slit Zabuza's throat with a kunai if he moved. Kakashi wasn't ready for another Zabuza to appear behind him and the one in front of him to dissolve into water. "I'm not that easy to take down," said Zabuza as he swung to cleave Kakashi in half. Kakashi ducked the swing and put his hands up to block the follow-up kick from Zabuza that sent him sailing into the water. Zabuza smirked when he realized Kakashi was staying in the water and performed a shunshin to appear above him. "This water is so heavy." "Oh no!" thought Kakashi urgently, but it was too late. Zabuza had already completed the hand seals for his jutsu, and Kakashi found himself trapped in a sphere of water. "Suetun, Suiro no Jutsu, water style, water prison technique," said Zabuza, creating a dome of water that immobilized Kakashi completely. Zabuza then created another water clone as he looked at the remaining people. "Kakashi, I'm going to allow you to watch me kill your students and client before I kill you," stated Zabuza as his clone stalked toward the genin slowly. "Run. Get out of here. Leave me. Protect the client," said Kakashi before Naruto interrupted him. "Why should we run?" said Naruto as he readied to fight. "First of all, the first thing you taught was to never abandon your comrades. I am not worse than scum. And secondly, if we ran, what's to say a Jonin wouldn't find us, so we'd have to deal with him anyway. So why not fight him now? Sakura, stay with Tazuna. Sasuke, you ready to do this?" said Naruto as Sasuke activated his Sharingan, signaling he was ready. Naruto started by flinging several shurikens at the real Zabuza that his clone in front blocked. Any shuriken that passed the clone Zabuza blocked himself with his free hand. It seems that he can't remove his hand from his jutsu or move for that matter, as it would probably disrupt it and cause it to disperse. "We'll aim for that, we need Kakashi," thought Naruto quickly as he and Sasuke charged in to engage Zabuza in taijutsu. Zabuza's clone began to chuckle as he was easily defending against the two brats. After a minute, he got bored with defending and violently kicked Sasuke away and ready to slice the other one, but saw him backpedaling rapidly. He noticed that he was going through a few hand seals. "Doton, Doryuden, Earth Style, Earth Dragon Bullet," thought Naruto as he spat out some mud that quickly rose to form a huge dragon's head. The dragon proceeded to fire off several bullets of mud at the Zabuza clone, which he blocked with his huge sword. However, upon blocking the last bullet, he noticed that the blonde had disappeared and the Uchiha brat was standing in front of him wielding a Fuma shuriken. Sasuke held the shuriken in his hand and opened it up fully and ready to fling it. As Sasuke let it go, Zabuza's clone noticed that it wasn't headed for him but rather Zabuza in the back. Zabuza chuckled as he easily caught the shuriken. His chuckle disappeared as he noticed another shuriken headed toward him that had been hidden in the shadow of the first. Zabuza jumped over the shuriken in an impressive display of agility. "Too easy," said Zabuza in a snobbish tone. He wasn't ready for the shuriken to poof and turn into the blonde-haired kid, who flung a kunai at him. The kunai was perfectly aimed as it required him to move his arm out of the way lest he take a high-speed kunai to the arm. Despite moving, the kunai still nicked his cheek. Naruto got behind Zabuza as he had used a henge transformation to change into that second shuriken that Sasuke tossed to outwit Zabuza. Naruto was standing on the water when he noticed Zabuza become enraged and look at him with a murderous glare. As he was ready to fire the still-held Fuma shuriken back at Naruto, an incredibly serious Kakashi blocked that attempt. Great job, Naruto and Sasuke. That was an ingenious plan and I couldn't be prouder, said Kakashi as he still held his glare towards Zabuza. Heh, I got distracted and let go of my jutsu. Big deal, said Zabuza, trying to downplay that two genin outwitted him. Don't flatter yourself, you were forced to drop it, said Kakashi as he batted away the shuriken in Zabuza's hand. Zabuza jumped away from Kakashi, who mirrored him, and went through a plethora of hand seals that Kakashi was executing at the same time and speed of him. They even shouted Suetun, Suryuden no Jutsu, water style, water dragon bullet technique, at the same time as two huge water dragons appeared and cancelled each other out when they clashed. How did that happen? The Sharingan allows the user to copy and recreate what the other is doing, but we finished at the same time. What's going on? Thought Zabuza as he went through a few hand seals for another jutsu but stopped when he noticed himself standing behind Kakashi. What? Thought Zabuza when he saw Kakashi go through hand seals for the jutsu he was about to use. Suetun, Daibakufu no Jutsu, water style, great waterfall technique, said Kakashi as a huge torrent of water crashed into Zabuza and sent him careening into a tree. As soon as he hit the tree, for kunai from Kakashi pinned Zabuza's arms and legs to the tree. How are you doing that? Can you dash? Said Zabuza before Kakashi interrupted him. See the future. Yes, and your future is death, said Kakashi as he walked over to Zabuza to finish the job, but two Senbon needles struck Zabuza before Kakashi could get to him. You were right, came the voice of a hunter nin that suddenly appeared. He is dead and I thank you for weakening my target as I've chased him for a long time. The hunter nin grabbed Zabuza's arm and placed it over his head. Allow me to dispose of this body elsewhere so your genins don't have to watch. Finished the hunter nin as he disappeared in a swirl of mist. Well anyway, said Kakashi back to his board, uninterested tone as if he just didn't fight to the death just now. He covered his left eye back up and said, Tazuna, we're almost to your house, right? After a nod from Tazuna, Kakashi gave an eye smile and finished with, Great, Naruto, you're on carrying duty. Naruto looked confused at first until he saw his sensei collapse. Sakura ran over and performed a diagnostic jutsu. She determined that he was only experiencing chakra exhaustion and that he'd be fine in a couple of days. With that, Naruto picked up Kakashi piggyback style and they continued on their way to Tazuna's house. Eventually, right before they made it, Naruto voiced his concerns. Zabuza's still alive.